And these days, trucking can be very stressful. So here is trucking jobs that pay you $2,000 a week. Yeah, sorry, drive-in folks. Unfortunately, you're not in the list. You guys are probably dead last in the pay. Drive-in is one of the least paying driving jobs, and also the least paying in terms of freight if you're an owner-operator. But today we're going to be talking about company drivers that will make $2,000 a week. And here is the trucking jobs that you can actually pull this off. First one on the list is step deck / flatbed. Now, guys may be wondering, wait a minute, Western Express flatbed division doesn't pay that much. Yeah, don't go to those guys. Here's the thing, find yourself an independent company that pays you $10.99 and that pays you anywhere from 25 to 33% of the gross paying load. Even with the current market down, you're probably guaranteed to make $2,000 a week pulling flatbed or step deck. The only downside is you have to tarp a lot of loads, and you have to do it in heat and cold, rain and snow and sleet, and it can be kind of problematic. Having a chance of getting hit in the face with a breaker bar, with a snap binder, having problems with chains, getting hit in the foot, stepping on things. Yes, flatbed step deck life is a really hard job. Get ready to be physically fit for this, and also if you're not physically fit, if you do it, you will become physically fit, because if you do flatbed or step deck, it's literally like your own gym. Next one on the list, that's a company drivers, car haulers. Yes, with car haulers you can make a ton of money being a car hauler. I'm not talking about the 7-car hauler, I'm talking about the 9-car hauler trucks that's specifically built for being a car hauler. Them guys, they get paid quite a bit per car, per drop, per stop, per pickup. Now, if you're going to be doing car hauling, get ready. Just like step deck, there's a lot of work involved, but it's a little less. It's just going to be a lot of moving around, cars back and forth, hustling, because when you pick up cars, you might have to rearrange everything at every stop in order to load a car properly. And the main thing is you really got to watch out for heights while doing the loads of the cars. Got to make sure you don't scratch or dent the cars. And whenever you load or unload cars, you got to take pictures and make separate BOLs, probably for each car. Depends where you pick them up. And you got to take pictures to make sure there's no damage. And if there is damage, you got to take a picture and notate it. So it's a little bit more responsibility, or as I say, immediate responsibility when you are a car hauler. So keep in mind, a lot of money, but if you do mistakes, you won't have that job long. Next on the list is what I am currently doing, which is fuel hauling. Yes, if you're with the right company or work for an owner-operator, you can make $2,000 a week with fuel hauling, whether it's hauling jet fuel, gas, diesel, or propane or ammonia, or anything tanker fuel hauling related. It also depends on the time of season, how busy you are, and how much loads you're pulling, and how much the loads are paying. As again, I recommend work for a company that pays the best, treats their drivers right, and most likely work for a company that gives you a $10.99 to work under, because that's the only way you're gonna make a ton of money. I've been doing fuel hauling for almost a year now. I like it and I don't like it at the same time. I already explained the reasons in one of my previous videos, but it is good paying job, and it's actually pretty easy so long as you don't make any mistakes. When you start making mistakes, you can get fired like this very quickly, because it is a very, very dangerous job. And the final type of trucking that you can do that makes you $2,000 a week, that would be oversized heavy haulers, RGN trailers. You know why? Because their responsibility is huge. It's just like flatbed step deck, except way more responsibility, but the loads pay way more. And how I know they make a lot of money, because I've seen advertisements of them guys getting paid over $1 a mile as a company driver pulling heavy loads, heavy oversized loads, heavy metal, heavy overweight loads. There comes a huge responsibility of making sure your permits are right, make sure you're taking the right route, make sure you got the proper escorts. But at the end of the day, you're gonna make a ton of money pulling this type of trailer, because I'm telling you, heavy haulers, they make a ton of money. And I'm gonna tell you, you could have a more downtime with heavy hauling, because there's not as much freight as there is as other freight, like for step deck and flatbed. So with heavy haulers, you might have to pick up a non-oversized load in order to keep moving. But I'm telling you, these guys, if they're company drivers, they're getting paid a lot. Not canceled. Guys, I'm Eddie B. 2004 You're live. driving attempt on the 6 Series.